preparing for splashdown.
A fireball through the atmosphere is profound as well.
Approaching the riskiest phase of the Artemis II mission. A narrow escape.
It didn't feel like a clip, it felt like something actually hit the whole bus.
How some students' bus ride nearly got off track. And an inside look at Miami's celebration of cinema.
Each year it just keeps getting bigger and bigger and better and better.
Your update in entertainment news on the scene. These stories and more coming up on Newsbreak.
Hello, South Florida. I'm Patrick Lober.
I'm Carla Carvalho. Today is Friday, April 10th, 2026.
Live from the Lee Caplin School of Journalism and Media in North Miami, this is Caplin News.
A giant step for mankind this morning as the Artemis II crew finally returns to Earth. Tonight, the Artemis II crew will complete its mission, making a splashdown return home off the coast of San Diego.
The last phase of this journey involves re-entry into Earth's atmosphere, which is also considered the most dangerous step. CNN's Reed Bignon has the details.
We've reviewed all the re-entry procedures and activities, and we are good to go.
NASA teams on Earth preparing for the red-hot re-entry of the Orion spacecraft, currently racing back to our planet after the Artemis II astronauts' historic journey around the moon.
Orion remains healthy. It's been working fantastic.
NASA specialists on the ground busy checking a lot of boxes.
I have a whole checklist in my head. The drogues have to come out, the main chutes have to deploy, the reefing systems have to cut, separation between the service module and the crew module, the heat shield that has to work.
Orion is expected to splash down in the Pacific Ocean off the coast of California at just after 8 p.m. Eastern Time Friday. But first, the Artemis II crew must complete perhaps the most daunting milestone of the journey, re-entry, piercing the thick inner band of Earth's atmosphere at incredible speeds and temperatures.
Inside the vehicle, the spacecraft systems, it's a nice 75 degrees, so kind of like a winter day in Houston.
During re-entry outside the spacecraft, much hotter, roughly 5,000 degrees Fahrenheit, about a half as hot as the surface of the sun. The capsule racing in at nearly 25,000 miles per hour, decelerating at a rate of nearly 4 times the force of gravity.
It's not so much 13 minutes, it's more in my head about an hour and a half of things that have to go right.
I'm Reed Bignon reporting.
A school bus driver in Central Florida is off the job this morning after endangering the lives of 29 students. Yvonne Hampton got her school bus stuck on some railroad tracks after the gates had fallen and a train was on the way. While no one was hurt, the bus was clipped by the train and Hampton now faces 29 charges of child neglect.
It didn't feel like a clip, it felt like something actually hit the whole bus.
There was a fear that it could have been way worse than what it was.
Before the incident, Hampton was captured on video saying not going to stop for no train. The district says bus routes will no longer interact with this particular crossing.
Gas prices shoot up in value as the war on Iran continues, but rideshare drives are facing the brunt of it. CTV's network's Heather Wright has more on how these rising prices are affecting rideshare drivers.
Erla Phillips has been a rideshare driver for nearly 10 years, and she has never made less money than she is right now.
It has been really difficult. There's not enough work to go around, and the work that is offered to us is very low paying.
She drives with Uber and Lyft and says the algorithms used by the two companies mean some rides only pay out $2 or $3. That, coupled with the high price of gas, means she is flat out rejecting rides that won't turn a profit.
And you were saying that you used to have a high acceptance rate.
At one point I was 85%.
And now?
Now it fluctuates between the high teens and, 20-something.
Phillips says she's not the only driver struggling. She says some are quitting altogether, while others are losing their cars.
There are drivers that are having their cars repossessed. There are drivers that are going to food banks. I'm one of them because I can't afford not making enough money.
Lyft did not respond to our request for comment. In a statement, Uber says they are giving drivers increased cash back at the pump when they use their Uber Pro card. The intention is to provide relief for drivers and delivery people while rider and consumer prices remain stable and affordable. But some drivers say it's not enough to cover the sky-high price at the pumps.
Can you make money on Uber with the price?
No. And Uber do not increase the price also.
For Erla Phillips, she wants companies like Uber and Lyft to change how they pay their drivers.
This is a service that people rely on, a service that people value, but the companies don't value us. We take all the liability, we take all the expense on our shoulders, and they continue to lower pay.
Heather Wright, CTV News, Toronto.
Miami Beach unveils a new LGBTQ installation after the state removed the original rainbow crosswalk last fall.
Caplin News reporter Sarah Mallorca has more.
Thank you, Patrick and Carla, and good morning. I'm here in Miami Beach, and right behind me, we just witnessed the unveiling of the new installation that came to be after the original Pride crosswalk was removed back in October. The people and the city and the community, they're all very happy and eager to be here, and it's been a very joyful morning. Let's take a look. The original rainbow crosswalk at 12th Street and Ocean Drive was taken out overnight in October, part of what officials called a statewide crackdown on street art. But now the city is reclaiming that symbol. More than 3,600 colorful pavers from the original crosswalk have been repurposed into a new installation in Loomis Park. City leaders say this is about more than design. It's about visibility, history, and community pride. The unveiling comes during Miami Beach Pride, a 10-day celebration expected to draw around 170,000 people, ending with the annual parade this weekend. Officials say the crosswalk represents decades of resilience, from the fight against discrimination to the push for equality. And as this unveiling took place, the city is making one thing very clear. Although the original crosswalk might be gone from the street, the symbol and meaning isn't going anywhere. Reporting from Miami Beach, I'm Sarah Mallorca, Caplin News.
FIU's CARTA welcomes back former students and faculty to induct them into the college's Hall of Fame. Caplin News reporter Frida Flores has more on the story.
CARTA honored some of its most distinguished graduates today. The CARTA Hall of Fame induction ceremony recognizes the achievements made by alumni who've made an impact. FIU's College of Communication, Architecture, and the Arts welcomed alumni, students, and faculty to celebrate the CARTA Hall of Fame ceremony. The event recognizes graduates who've made significant contributions in fields like journalism, media, and communication.
The three most important ways to lead people are by example, guess what the next one is? By example.
Each inductee is being recognized not only for professional success, but for the impact they've had in their industries and communities. For many of them, the journey began right here at FIU.
It's pretty surreal. When I first got word that I was being nominated, at first I thought, oh my gosh, but I just graduated. And then I realized, no, I didn't just graduate. It's been a very long time. And that really allowed me to reflect not only my career, but my time at FIU and how much time has passed, but how memorable it's been, how much the university really shaped me into the journalist I am today.
And for the students in attendance, the ceremony serves as more than a celebration. It's also an opportunity to hear firsthand how FIU alumni turn their education into successful careers.
It's a really great opportunity to say not only to recognize the wonderful achievements, but also to recognize the hard work that the Caplin School puts into shaping future journalists and communicators.
Organizers say that the CARTA Hall of Fame is more than just a recognition, but an inspiration for students. I'm Frida Flores with Caplin News.
FIU's Copenhagen Center had the opportunity to hear from one of the most influential voices in journalism. Renowned journalist Marian Liu was at the Biscayne Bay campus on Wednesday, where she shared her advice and experience with students. During her workshop, Liu spoke about the motivation behind her career.
I like journalism because as, being a child of immigrants, being their little translator, I think I was always navigating across cultures, and journalism provided a way to kind of explain different communities, what we mean, and give us credibility, I think.
The event sought to inspire the next generation of women in communication.
A Hollywood star announces a baby on the way.
That's still ahead, and so is this story.
It was a really fun experience for me to be part of it.
Film lovers unite for one of Miami's biggest festivals. Our new entertainment segment will be back in 2 minutes.
Radcliffe Art and Design Incubator is the velocity accompanying the fellow's rudder, as in a boat. Unless there is movement or action, the planned direction is of little consequence. We encourage the creative ideas into action, and from the experience of doing, we critically assess the feedback, adjust, and set out to rediscover the potentialities of an entrepreneurial mindset.
Stem is precise, no margin for error.
Dare to forget that. Dare to have fun with it. Get weird with it. Dare to send those old STEM theories flying past the neighbor's house into outer space. Dare to program something internet-breaking, record-breaking. Dare to blow their minds. Dare to learn the difference between sedimentary and metamorphic rock. Go find those rocks. Dare to keep daring. Dare to STEM. Check out She Can STEM to get started.
Hello, South Florida. I'm Brenda Miranda, and welcome to our brand new segment, The Scene, where we keep you in the know for all things entertainment. And what better way to set the scene with one of Miami's biggest film events? It's lights, camera, and action this week as Miami's Film Festival returns, bringing celebrities and hundreds of local international filmmakers. Caplin News reporter Jose Carlos Rodriguez has the details from the opening night.
The Miami Film Festival is back at the Olympia Theater, and like every year, hundreds of movies and dozens of events throughout the city. But what can audiences expect this year?
More films, more countries, and more star power. This year's festival continues to grow, turning Miami into a global stage for storytelling.
Each year it just keeps getting bigger and bigger and better and better. We have so many incredible guests. We have Adam Scott coming, we have Bob Odenkirk, Lily Reinhart, Danielle Brooks, and so it's just star-studded, but also we have our biggest Made in Miami program ever, over 12 feature films in competition, countless Made in Miami shorts, so many films from all around the world.
But beyond the red carpet, this festival is also about impact. From former FIU students,
Go Panthers!
We're Panthers!
To local creators, to the community itself.
Miami is on a world stage right now, and the film festival is celebrating 40 plus years. You know, we will have 130 films, many world premieres.
And for many filmmakers, this impact is close to home.
It's literally validating as someone who lives here and works here and loves to create here to just have our stuff on the screen.
And it's not just established filmmakers. The next generation is already stepping up.
I'm Tala, I'm Sydney, and I'm Sophia. I participated in a film, and I was Penny in the film, and it was about two girls. Like, they think that they have a curse, and then, like, they find a book that their teacher wrote. I was Deanna in the film, and it was a really fun experience for me to be part of this.
Art and culture are our special sauce, and of course we are the most dynamic and diverse place in the world, but also the most united, the most welcoming, and we want everyone to know that they belong.
And for all you movie lovers, there's still plenty of opportunities to be part of the experience. The festival will be here until April 19th. Reporting for Caplin News, I'm Jose Carlos Rodriguez.
Blake Lively's legal battle with Justin Baldoni is heading to trial next month, focusing on allegations of breach of contract and retaliation. Lively's legal team sent a letter to the judge asking if Baldoni will appear in person or his testimony appear through a deposition instead. As you know, earlier this month, a judge dismissed 10 of Lively's claims. For now, Baldoni's legal team has not responded yet for comments. Actress Aubrey Plaza is pregnant with her first child, and the news is turning heads for more than one reason. Plaza made the announcement yesterday. Her husband of 14 years, Jeff Baina, a screenwriter and director, died of suicide last year at 47. Now Plaza is expecting with Chris Abbott, who has been confirmed as her current partner. The baby is due this fall. A major music festival in the UK has been cancelled after backlash involving Kanye West. The saga started on Monday when Pepsi and Diageo pulled their sponsorships out of the festival. This happened after the rapper, also known as Ye, was announced as this year's headliner. Given the past anti-Semitic comments made by the artist, UK officials have blocked the rapper from entering the country. Kanye West issued a statement on Tuesday saying he wants to bring unity, peace, and love through his music in London. However, the festival decided to ultimately cancel this year's edition. Well, that's all that we have for you in this first edition of The Scene. I'm Brenda Miranda. Now back to our anchors.
Thank you, Brenda. That's all the time we have for Newsbreak. I'm Carla Carballo.
And I'm Patrick Lober. Get more news anytime at caplinnews.fiu.edu.